All right, so we are solving equations containing decimals. All right, so you've added and subtracted and multiplied and divided with decimals. Now we're going to start solving equations that have decimals. Remember, there's no new steps, first of all, because you know what to do. What is your goal? To get the variable by itself. How do you do it? By combining like terms and using inverse operations. Mostly today we're just using inverse operations. So when you see this variable, you ask yourself, what is preventing this variable from being by itself? This minus 3.84 is preventing it, or negative 3.84. Another way you can look at this is by saying some number minus 3.84 makes or is 7.2. So the number is going to be bigger than 7.2. Because you're supposed to start with something big, take 3.84 away from it, and still have 7.2 left over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this 3.84 to both sides of the equal sign, because whatever I do to one side of the equal sign, I have to do to the other. This focusing is really, really annoying me. And I'm getting all these different, oh, what? Yeah, sorry, I'll cut that. Now I'm getting weird things on my phone. Select focus. Okay. I don't know. Strange. Okay. Is just not focused. Okay. So when I add 3.84 to negative 3.84, I get 0, which leaves s by itself. And then I'm adding 7.2 and 3.84. I can add a 0 there if I want to. And when I add, I get 4. I'm going to scooch it over a little bit so it's near here. And then 10, carry the 1, 8, 11, and the decimal point goes right there. So to check my work, I ask myself, does 11.04 minus 3.84 make 7.2? That seems fairly reasonable. 11 minus 4, this is 3, almost 4, right? 11 minus 4 would be 7. So yeah, we're good. How about this one? Y plus 20.51 equals 26. Some number plus 20.51 equals 26. Well, if this is 20 but a little bit more, then this, and it adds up to 26, then this is going to be something a little bit less than 6, right? Because 6 plus 20 would be 26, but this is a little bit more than 20, so this number has to be a little bit more than 6. Let's find out. Plus 20, so I subtract it. 20.51 minus 20.51. The trick here is remembering how to add and subtract and multiply and divide with decimals. So I'm going to add the 2 zeros here to this 26 because I'm subtracting. Nothing minus something isn't the something. You have to go back and regroup. So this becomes 5, this is 10, this is 9, this is 10, which is 9, 4, bring down the decimal, 5.49. So think, does 5.49 plus 20.51 make 26? Yeah, it does, because that's about 5.5 plus about 20.5, which both make together make 26. All right, check this one out. This time you are, or what's happening to the decimal, or to the variable, is that it's being divided. So what is your goal? To get the variable by itself. How do you do it? Use inverse operations. This variable is being divided by 3.9, so I'm going to multiply by 3.9. Because what this is saying is some number divided by 3.9 equals 1.2. So I have to have a number big enough here that when I divide it into almost 4 complete groups, each group will have only a little bit more than 1 in it. All right, so this is now W equals 1.2 times 3.9. I have to actually do off to the side. I know it's going to be something close to, this is about 4, this is about 1. It's going to be something close to 4, but let's find out. So this is 18 9, 10, 6, 3. Add those up. 8, 6, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yep, 4.68. There you go. Okay. Check out this one. 4 equals 1.6 times C. So some number times 1.6 makes 4. I know that 1 times 4 would make 4, but this is a little bit more than 1, so my answer is probably going to be a little bit less than 4. If this is being multiplied by 1.6, if C is being multiplied by 1.6, I will divide by 1.6 because I use inverse operations to get a variable by itself. 4 divided by 1.6. Oh, is this ringing a bell here? Oh, wait a minute. I have to move this one, so I'll move this one. So actually, the decimal goes right here. 16 goes into 40, what, 3? No, 2 times? 2? And that makes 12, 32. Subtract, you get 8. Bring down a 0. 16 goes into 80. Well, it's not going to be 8 times, so let's try 6 times. 36. Oh, that's too much. 16 times 5 is 30. Ah, perfection. That's 5. 2.5. And that's 80. Subtract, you get 0. So this C is 2.5. Ta-da! That's pretty much it, my friends. Yep, you're good to go. So get cracking. You can do it. Write me some notes about what you learned.